Alrighty, Hungary is tight, it's technical, and conquered by Leclerc. Unfortunately, not able to convert it into a win, but still a mighty job. A 1 minute 15.3 is what we are chasing. Alright, heading down into turn 1, a little bit of a lock-up, getting it turned in, it seems alright. Quite a small snap on the exit, but still going. Into turn 2 now, the car just drifting out wide, does not want to turn in. Big snap on the exit, very lucky to keep it in a straight line. Heading into turn 4, want to keep as much commitment as possible, and we end up spinning the car around, doing what Charles Leclerc didn't practice last year.
After Ferrari went quickest in first practice, hopes were high that the Scuderia would be contenders on race day.
Well, not a great first lap, but we continue on. Into turn 1, turning in way too early, having to open up the steering, not going to help us gain any lap time. Again, the car's just so reluctant to turn in. Into turn 4 though, a lot more cautious this lap, trying to make sure we have a lap. But again, the same issue, the car just seems to be understeering so much, it just does not want to turn at all. And you'll see the same issue all through sector 2 here, just understeer, constantly having to wait before I can pull full throttle. Again, just so understeery, the car just doesn't want to turn in, actually getting a big snap on exit. I'm surprised we didn't get track limits for that, but around the final corner again, bit of oversteer, having to wait for the car, it's so understeery, but we finally get our first time on the board, a 21-1. Right, after a few more laps trying to see if we can gain anything, the setup's just not working, it's just too understeery. So we go in the setup, add some more wing, hopefully this is going to fix our problems. Very nice into turn one. Probably the best turn one I've done so far. Into turn two again, the car still just understeering a bunch through there, having a lot of trouble through there. But the car is starting to look a lot better through some of these corners though. Like sector 2 looks a lot better now, not having to wait ages for full throttle. Same issues though in the final corner though, as we're having to catch the oversteer, not helping to improve any of our lap time. Alright, this lap we're going to start using some DRS and our battery to help gain some extra time. Just some small adjustments again on the setup, changing it into quali mode, help give us some extra power, and lowering the fuel a bit. Alright, here we go, into turn one, still just turning in a bit too early, not going to help. Into turn two though, really hoping that that understeer is going to be gone a little bit, but not too much. It looks a lot better. Full throttle as early as we can, using all the curb. In turn four, trying to keep as much commitment as possible. Downshift once. Now into the right hand, just having to wait before going on full throttle. Into the chicane now, really want to commit, that's where you're going to find a lot of your lap time. Through the section though, car looking quite good, quite early on throttle, the car looks very nice and turning in. Little lift here, but we actually go past track. I'm just surprised that we haven't actually just got an invalid lap time from that. Alright, one more corner to go, turning in, huge snap of oversteer though, it's really not going to help, but we go power to the line and we'll come across to do a 1.3, that is very good. these next few laps would be doing so well in the first sector. Would be up on our delta. You can see it here, always through the first sector, quite high on our delta. But then just there would be constant mistakes through the lap, just pretty much everywhere. And that's it. Hungary's pole lap, beating Charles Leclerc. The track is brutal, but that's not what makes beating it so satisfying. If you enjoyed the fight for every 10th, hit that like button, subscribe for more challenges, and drop in the comments which circuit I should tackle next. Thank you all for watching.
Leclerc! Leclerc!